Hello doston, I welcome everyone to the channel UPSC Life. My name is Ambrish Tewari, and now, as I've already told you, and as you all might be aware, that I'm doing a lecture series on basically all of the bills that have been passed by the Parliament in this very successful budget session that ended 2 weeks ago, and which was also the first session of the 17th Lok Sabha and the Narendra Modi government 2.0. So now I will be talking about the New Delhi International Arbitration Center Bill 2019. The bill became a law on July 29th, 2019 when it was finally passed by the Rajya Sabha. It was presented before the Lok Sabha on July 3, 2019, passed by the Lok Sabha on July 10th, and became a law on the date as I have mentioned. Now, before I'll delve deeper into what the bill seeks, okay, I will tell you as to what is the importance of an arbitration or arbitral center. As you all might be aware of, I'll give a brief explanation of arbitration, what actually arbitration is, and then I'll move on to why arbitral centers are important. Now, arbitration is basically one of the alternate dispute resolution mechanism whereby the parties to a contract or to a dispute, they come together, agree on nominating a person or a group of persons as arbitrators, sort of judges, but not exactly judges. Okay? Because they are not backed by the law. They find their legitimacy in the agreement that has been entered into by the two parties. Okay? So, and those people will be specifically the judge, makeshift judge or arbitrator for the given problem, for the given issue between the two parties who have agreed to elect them or nominate them as the arbitrator. Now they will listen to both the sides and then finally give out an award, which will then be presented before the district court, the civil court, where it has to be enforced, and finally it will be executed after the nod given to that executive petition filed by the party in whose favor the award has been ruled. Okay, so this is arbitration. Okay, now what role does arbitral centers play? Okay, come on to the third point that will tell you what is actually the importance of an arbitral center in proposition of arbitration in a country and around the world. So one of the mainstay of the popularity of arbitration anywhere is the infrastructure and procedural rules and panel of arbitrators, which comes under the infrastructure itself, provided by various arbitral centers of a nation. It is because of this very reason that Hong Kong and Dubai have become big centers of arbitration in the entire world. Okay? Now let me explain this point to you. That will make you understand what actually is an arbitration center. See, अगर कोई कोर्ट में केस होता है हमारा, कोर्ट किसी बरगद के पेड़ के नीचे नहीं लगती, राइट? उसके लिए एक प्रॉपर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर होता है. हाई कोर्ट का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है, सिविल कोर्ट्स का भी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है. आप समझ रहे हो मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ? देयर इज अ नीड ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर for that institution to work properly, and that infrastructure in case of arbitration is provided by an arbitral center. India mein there are a number of arbitral centers like Chennai Arbitral Center, which is called Nani Palkhiwala Arbitration Center, Mumbai International Arbitration Center, which was started maybe 1.5 and 2 years back in Mumbai, and third one, which was established by this bill and backed by the central government, is New Delhi International Arbitration Center, which will be situated in New Delhi. Okay, no guesses for that. So infrastructure provide karna and procedural rules provide karna. So a distinct character of all these arbitral centers, whether Dubai Arbitral Center, Hong Kong International Arbitration Center, or Singapore International Arbitration Center, Vienna International Arbitration Center, और न्यू दिल्ली इंटरनेशनल आर्बिट्रेशन सेंटर, ऑल ऑफ दीज जहाँ पे ये होगा, जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर प्रोवाइड करेंगे, कोर्ट हाउस प्रोवाइड करेंगे, बैठने की जगह प्रोवाइड करेंगे, वो साथ ही साथ कुछ रूल्स भी फॉर्मुलेट करते हैं जिसे हम लेक्स फोरी कहते हैं, फोरम का लॉ। ओके, जैसे सीपीसी, एक एग्जांपल, एक पैरेलल ड्रॉ करके आपको ये चीज समझाना चाह रहा हूं मैं। सीपीसी प्रोसीजर को बताता है कि रिटर्न स्टेटमेंट कब फाइल होगा, कितने दिन में फाइल होगा, डुप्लीकेट में फाइल होगा, प्लेंट कब फाइल होगा, ठीक है, विटनेसेस को कब लाया जाएगा कोर्ट के सामने, ये सारा का सारा सीपीसी के ऑर्डर्स में दिया हुआ है। ठीक है, उसी तरह से जो प्रोसीजरल रूल्स आर्बिट्रेशन को गवर्न करेंगे वो नन अदर देन दैट आर्बिट्रेशन सेंटर मेक्स and doles out to the parties so that their arbitration could run smoothly. It is the arbitral center that does that. No nation brings it out. जैसे सीपीसी तो चलिए स्टैट्यूट लेके हमारा पार्लियामेंट आया, सीआरपीसी हमारा पार्लियामेंट लेके आया, बट यहाँ पे ऑटोनोमस बॉडी इसीलिए इनको कहा जाता है क्योंकि आर्बिट्रेशन सेंटर खुद के रूल्स लाती हैं, and all the arbitration that happens in a particular center will have to follow the rules propagated and promulgated by that arbitration center as the procedural rule of that arbitration proceedings. Now, I hope arbitration and what arbitral centers are is clear to you all. And now I'll move on to why this bill was passed and what it seeks to do. It seeks to establish an autonomous and independent institution for better management of arbitration in India. Okay? Now, I'll move on to what are the features of the act. The first feature is the bill seeks to provide for the establishment of the NDIAC, that is New Delhi International Arbitration Center, to conduct arbitration, mediation, and conciliation proceedings. The bill declares NDIAC as the institution of national importance. Okay? Second point is that ICADR, the ICADR is International Center for Alternative Dispute Resolution, shall be transferred to the New Delhi International Arbitration Center. ठीक है, ICADR, अब ये पूछेंगे आप ICADR क्या है? ICADR एक registered society है which is there to promote the resolution of disputes through alternative dispute resolution methods such as arbitration and mediation. Okay, the bill seeks to transfer the existing ICADR to the central government, and central government in turn has put it under NDIAC. Okay, now let us talk about the composition, because there is a governing council, as obviously because it's an institution in itself. Every arbitration center is an institution in itself, so it requires a governing council for its proper governance. Now, what all will be the composition? What is the composition of NDIC and NDIAC? Under the bill, the New Delhi International Arbitration Center will consist of 7 members, including first a chairperson who may be a judge of the Supreme Court or a High Court or an eminent person with special knowledge and experience in the conduct of administration of arbitration. Second, 2 eminent persons having substantial knowledge and experience in institutional arbitration. 3 ex officio members, including a nominee from the Ministry of Finance and Chief Executive Officer, who will be responsible for the day-to-day administration of the New Delhi International Arbitration Center. And lastly, a representative from recognized body of commerce and industry like FICCI, okay, and CAA or CII, sorry, Confederation of Indian Industry, FICCI, इन सब में से कोई एक representative होगा, appointed as a part-time member on a rotational basis. Okay. Now coming to the term and superannuation. The members of NDIAC shall hold office for 3 years and will be eligible for reappointment as well. The retirement age for the chairperson is 70 years and other 6 members, जो 7 members होंगे उसमें से एक chairperson होगा और बाकी सारे members होंगे. And chairperson का superannuation, that is retirement का age, is 70 years as earmarked by the bill, and for the other members it is 67 years. Okay. Objectives and functions of NDIAC. Now this is most important part. This bill clearly defines objectives and functions of NDIAC, which are the key objectives of NDIAC include promoting research, providing training, and organizing conferences, seminars in ADR matters. ठीक है, for educating the people and bringing an awareness among the people. Now, the second objective is providing facilities and as administrative assistance for the conduct of arbitration, mediation, and conciliation proceedings. 3. Maintaining a panel of accredited professionals to conduct arbitration, mediation, and conciliation. Okay? Now coming to functions. These are the objectives. Now coming to the functions. Key functions of NDISA will include facilitating conduct of arbitration and conciliation in a professional, timely, and cost effective manner. Second, promoting studies in the field of advanced alternate dispute resolution methods. ठीक है, ये सब हो गया objectives and functions of NDIAC. Now coming to finance and audit. The NDIAC, that is New Delhi International Arbitration Center, will be required to maintain a fund which will be credited with grants received from the central government, fees collected for its activities, and other sources. Okay? The accounts of the NDIAC will be audited and certified by none other than the Comptroller and Auditor General of India. इस एक पॉइंट से हम क्या समझ सकते हैं कि सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट फंड देगी और सीएजी इसको ऑडिट करेगा. दैट मींस क्लियरली मींस दैट दिस इज अ गवर्नमेंटल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, अ गवर्नमेंटल इंस्टीट्यूशन, albeit autonomous, although autonomous. Institutional support comes the last point about the Chamber of Arbitration. The bill specifies that the New Delhi International Arbitration Center will establish a Chamber of Arbitration which will maintain a permanent panel of arbitrators. As I have already told you in the very first slide, that maintaining a panel of arbitrators, in the last point, as you can see here, panel of arbitrators as provided by various arbitral centers, ये भी उसके इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का एक हिस्सा है. ठीक है, अब लास्ट पॉइंट इसी पे है that the bill specifies that NDIAC will establish a chamber of arbitration which will maintain a permanent panel of arbitrators to be used in the various arbitral proceedings that will be conducted in the New Delhi International Arbitration Center. Further, NDIAC may also establish an arbitration academy for training arbitrators and conducting research in the area of ADR. NDIAC may also constitute other committees to administrate its function of propagating the niche area of alternative dispute resolution with specific focus on arbitration and its benefits available to the industry and commerce by resolving the disputes in a speedy and effective manner. I'll take your leave now. Thank you so much. Bye bye.